What started with a little pain turned into something terrifying, and today I'm ready to tell you about it. But I need your help. Hey everyone, welcome back to Quick and Tasty on the Farm. I didn't plan on being gone so long, and I'm glad I'm back today, and I want to tell you a story of what's happened in the last several months. It actually all started with a really dull pain in my back, kind of my lower right back. I actually wondered if maybe I pulled a muscle. That's what I thought it was for about a week. And then someone mentioned, that's right where your kidney is. And I thought, oh my gosh, I have a kidney infection. So I got an appointment with my doctor. I went in and they decided I had a kidney infection and gave me some medicine. Well, I went home and guess what? It didn't go away. And I had never been able to get into my regular doctor because it was always just a quick visit that I needed. And so I never saw my doctor, my personal doctor. Finally, after about 4 times of going into the doctor, I saw my doctor and I said, is this a kidney infection and do I have a UTI? What is going on with me? Because I still really hurt on my right side. The pain doesn't go away and I was really starting to get worried. And he said, you know what? I think you have kidney stones. In fact, I bet you anything you have kidney stones. And I thought, you know what, you're right, I have kidney stones. So after a couple of weeks, I finally got into the doctor for an ultrasound. And as I'm laying on the ultrasound table, the doctor that's doing the ultrasound said, you know what, insurance wants ultrasounds done, but it doesn't usually show kidney stones, so you usually have to go for a CT scan. Well, it didn't show anything. My ultrasound came back normal. I did have a little mass in my kidney, but what it looked like and what they saw, they're like, that is always benign, no problem, no worries. So there was nothing to worry about with that ultrasound. So I went back to my doctor and he said, let's do a CT scan. And this is where things kind of changed for me. I have some strawberry lemonade. You guys should make some. It's really good. So good. So after a couple more weeks, and this was probably, I had been in pain for probably 4 months at this point. So it's been a process. And after a couple of weeks, I was able to get in for my CT scan. And I was really starting to get nervous at this point. I just felt like something wasn't right. I was really, really worried. I often would tell Alan, like, I feel like something big's coming. I just am worried. And he was so good at calming me and helping me feel peace, but I still just felt like something wasn't right. And I could get my results on the portal from the office that I had got my CT scan at. And I had been watching almost like 4 or 5 times a day for something to pop up. And it took like a week for it to come through, and they had said maybe 2 days. It took like a week for it to come through. And when it did, the words that were on that screen made my world stop. They didn't say cancer, but they did say a mass in my bladder that is very suspicious and needs immediate checking on. They recommended another scope where they go in and scope to determine what it is that they found. But do you guys do what I do when you find out a diagnosis? Do you guys go to Google? Well, Google is not always your best friend because it can bring more fear and more worry into your life than probably necessary. I even later told my doctor I shouldn't have Googled it, but I did, and I read that all but 1% of bladder masses are cancer. And so I knew I had cancer. I finally got a hold of my doctor and I confirmed it with him, and he agreed and said, "You're right. Most always those masses are cancer." So when you hear the word cancer, your world stops. You change everything. There's a lot of worry. And I had to schedule another appointment with your urologist to have a scope up into my bladder. And that took a couple of weeks to get that done. And during this time, we chose to not tell anyone. We ended up telling a couple of people just because we needed the comfort from some adult friends, but we didn't even tell our children because we didn't want to worry them until we knew what we needed to do for treatment. But in our minds, I knew I had cancer and I knew that's what I was dealing with. So good. So during those couple of weeks, we clung to our faith, we clung to prayers, and we clung to each other and just kept praying that we could receive a miracle if it was God's will, and we could also just accept and be able to handle whatever might come our way. Finally, the day came around that I had my, what's it called? They put a scope with a camera up into my bladder. I forget the name of it. Maybe you guys know the name of it. Cystoscopy or something like that. And the doctor said, "We'll know in a couple of minutes what we're going to need to do." And as he checked and prodded and looked, he said, "There is absolutely no cancer. Whatever was seen on that CT scan is not there." And honestly, I knew I had gotten a miracle. Alan had given me a blessing, and that blessing, miracles were talked about. And I am one that believes in miracles. God performs miracles today, and I got one. Now, we don't always get the miracles that we hope for. Sometimes I think the miracle in our life can be that we go through hard things that can bring us closer to God. But right now, I am so grateful that we received the miracle, that we didn't have to tell our children that I have cancer. Sorry to get emotional. I'm just so grateful. So grateful for the blessings in my life. And to be honest, grateful that I went through this scare, because it brought Alan and I closer together, and it brought us closer to God, which is what this life is all about. But I want to apologize to you. I have been missing for months, but I wanted to explain why, and those are my reasons. But I'm back, and I am so excited. And this is where you come into play, because I need your help. My channel, Quick and Tasty on the Farm, is all about the best, most delicious, quick and tasty recipes that we want to share with the world. I know many of you in the past have sent in recipes. Some of them might have got lost. Send them in again. I would love them. If they're quick, they're tasty, I want the recipes that you share with your family, that everyone requests, that is a family favorite, that you take to potlucks and everyone devours. Those are the kind of recipes that I want. And I want to share them with everyone on this channel. If they're gluten-free, because we just had a really good friend be diagnosed with celiac disease. And if they're healthy, that's even a bigger bonus. Send them to quickandtastyonthefarm@gmail.com, and I'll get them there, or you can even message me right here. But I just want to say thank you. Thank you for giving me the grace to come back at my own pace. and have time with my family as I was going through some really hard things emotionally. Oh, I almost forgot. You guys are probably wondering what on earth they finally diagnosed me with. And this is huge because for months building up into this, I'll just tell you first, I was diagnosed with internal shingles. And for the past 4 months, occasionally I would say to Alan, I think I have shingles. And Alan had had shingles before, but I never had. And the pain that he describes was kind of like the pain I felt like I was feeling. And I would say to him, I think I have shingles. And he said, no, you don't have shingles because you don't have a rash. I was like, okay. And then a few months later, or weeks, whatever, I would be like, I think I have shingles. Alan's like, no, you don't have shingles because you don't have a rash. Well, after I was cleared from cancer and I still had this pain that was pretty severe at times, I told Alan, I said, I think I have shingles. And he's like, you can't have shingles. You don't have a rash. And finally he said, why don't you look up and see if you can get shingles without a rash? And I did, and they're called internal shingles. They don't go out, they go in. So Alan was supposed to have an appointment with our doctor, and it was like 2 days after the appointment that they cleared me from cancer. And I took it instead. And I walked up to the counter and I said, I'm here, but I'm going to take the appointment for Alan because I still need to clear up this pain in my side. I've got to figure it out. Well, the nurse had to go back and talk to our doctor to get approval for me to take Alan's appointment. And they approved it. I went back. I walked in the door and I said, I still have this pain. I was cleared from cancer. I'm so thankful, but I'm wondering if I could have shingles. And he said, let me tell you something. He said, when the nurse came back and said to me, Vicky's here to take Alan's appointment. Are you okay with that? I thought in my mind, she has shingles. God told both of us that. And since then, he's put me on some medicine that's helped with my internal shingles. That was about a month ago, and I can finally say today that my pain is subsiding significantly. And I am so, so grateful. So have you guys ever had, comment below if you've had shingles, but give me more comments if you've had internal shingles that don't even show up with a rash. It's kind of crazy, but it has wreaked havoc on me for, I don't know, 5 or 6 months now. So anyways, back to needing your help. That was my diagnosis. I'm so thankful I know. But I do need your help. Send me those recipes. I would love them. I would love for you to come back and watch. I know sometimes when there's a gap in videos with YouTube, people forget about channels, but please don't forget about me. Come back and watch, share it with others. I am so excited for the next video because it's going to be delicious, whatever we choose to do. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching our other channel, The Farm on Route 66. I was able to still continue to edit those videos and occasionally be in a video with Alan, but for the most part, I was in the back scenes because I wasn't feeling well. You guys, thanks for listening to my story today. God bless, and thanks for all your recipes that will be coming in, and I'm so excited to be back with you guys. See you.